Hi everyone, this is Jim Gillis with Win My Vote, and this video is all about trusted sources. What trusted sources are, how to become one, and once you become a trusted source, how to make endorsements for candidates, propositions, and measures. So what you're looking at here is the voter's sample ballot or practice ballot. And on this ballot, I can click on a candidate and I can see the candidate profile and I can learn a little bit more about the candidate. I can watch videos, I can see the latest tweets, I can also see issue statements that the candidate has built about specific issues. I can also see groups and organizations and individuals that have endorsed this candidate. So for example, here, the American Federation of Teachers, I can click here, and if they have a video endorsement or a written endorsement, I can see it right here.
Hi, this is Randy Weingarten. As many of you know, your elected representatives, our AFT Executive Council, voted overwhelmingly to endorse Hillary Rodham Clinton for President of the United States of America.
And then I can, continue through here and look at different groups. So the way that these groups appear here on my ballot or on this candidate profile is if I select them as one of my trusted sources. I don't want to see all the groups and organizations that have endorsed this candidate, just the ones that I'm familiar with that I trust. So I click here, and this will bring me to a library of groups and organizations and individuals that I can select and make a trusted source of mine. So for example, if I were to go down here and I would see Fair Vote, and I say, yep, I know those guys. I really like what they're doing, so I'm going to select them as a trusted source. And then they would then move over to my first column that are all of my trusted sources. I can also exclude a group or organization by simply just clicking on their star a second time, and it will remove them, from my trusted sources. So now that I'm back at my ballot and I'm clicking on the candidate profile, I can see, these groups. And then let's say I want to add the AFL-CIO is part of my trusted sources. I saw them down there, and we do alphabetically. So I see them right here, which then tells me that they haven't made an endorsement for this candidate. So with this, I'll show you how easy it is to make an endorsement for a candidate. This is the page, and creating the page is very simple. You sign up, say I want to create a group, and then you create it the same way that you would edit it. You'd see a blank page here with these little pop-ups here, and then you would just choose to put in your logo there, and then these are just places where you put a URL directly back to your web page for either messaging or for donations or for someone to follow up, sign up as a volunteer. And then this would be their Facebook page. They could put that URL in there, and then the user could go directly there. Same with see more information. That's just additional information about your group. This is sort of the main video or the main message here.
Hello, I'm Liz Schuler.
And then this is again the tweets here, where you simply just put in your Twitter handle there, hit save, and they'll appear right there. As far as building issue statements, this is very much like the candidate issues. If you guys have specific issues that you'd like to focus on, then you can simply put those here. And we use this as the title. And then we'll put that in there as the text, and then we would choose an image or a video. So on this one, we'll just choose a video here, and we'll choose this same one here.
Hello, I'm Liz Schuler, Secretary Treasurer of the AFL-CIO.
And what you do is you just click the share button, and you can just do a copy and paste of that share URL right in there, hit save, and then you would see it right here. So as a voter, I'm in admin mode, so these little pop-ups are coming up, but they wouldn't for a voter. So as a voter, I can see that this is the testing group issue, and I can see a little bit of a headline, and then I can also click here.
Hello, I'm Liz Schuler, Secretary.
And watch the video, and again, read more about that issue statement there. And then the way a group would endorse a candidate is they would click on Make Endorsements. They click on the candidate's star. They click on, I want to do a written or a video. So on this one we'll do a video, and we'll just use the same one. And then we'll do testing here. Or as a matter of fact, I'll grab a real one. This is from their page, so we'll just use that. Again, I'm just going to do a copy and paste there. And you can see it there. And then if I wanted to, I could add images, or I could add links, or I could add videos. I could do whatever I want as far as, you know, customizing this written part. But right now, let's just, you know, we'll make it a sort of a headline here. And just make it headline level 3. That'll kind of make it a little, and that's it. And then I publish that endorsement. So now, as a voter, let's switch back to voter mode here. So now, as a voter, when I'm looking at my ballot here, I can click on the candidate. I can see that here are the groups and organizations that I trust. I can scroll down and now see that the AFL-CIO looks like they've added an endorsement. So I want to hear that. And I can
Hello,
see the
I'm
written
Liz
part.
Schuler, Secretary-Treasurer of the AFL-CIO. When the AFL-CIO endorsed Hillary Clinton for president, it was working women who were on my mind. Our struggle, our...
Yeah, and I can say, great. And then if I want, I can favorite that candidate. And when I go back to my ballot, you can see that that candidate's nameplate is now turned green. I can also get a pretty good idea of how many favorites are on this ballot. So from a group standpoint, this allows the group to create a page, reach out to all of their supporters, ask those supporters to sign up for Win My Vote. It's totally free as a voter, and they can select that group as a trusted source. See all the endorsements on the ballot, and then, you know, vote accordingly. If they want to favorite that candidate, they can, and the group can also get some feedback on how many of their members are favoriting the candidates, and how many of them are signing up, and how many of them are still undecided. Endorsements or position statements on propositions and measures work very much the same way. As a voter, I'm clicking on a proposition here. I can see a summary of the proposition. I can even see a little video that's sort of like a neutral reading of the proposition.
Prop 55 in 1 minute. Tax.
And then I can see groups and organizations that are voting yes, and groups and organizations that are voting no. And again, I can click on that and watch a video.
It wasn't that long ago. Years of devastating cutbacks to our schools. 30,000 teachers laid off.
And these all start undecided. And then I can decide, you know, right here, you know, after listening to both sides and reading the summary and reading or listening to a neutral reading of the proposition, I can decide, you know, which one I'm going to go with. So let's say on this one, I'll decide yes on 55. And when I go back to my ballot, it's very prominent here. So I can access this on my cell phone on the way to the polling place. I can print it out if I want to. And I have a lot of flexibility. So I can then, you know, be sure that I'm voting the right way on each one of the propositions. And then I can move on to the next proposition and again go through the same process. And
hey there YouTube, my name is Patrick, and this lovely lady here is Makana, the Laysan albatross. We have a very important message for California voters. Please vote yes on Prop 67 for a plastic-free ocean. All right, I think we nailed it. That went pretty... Oh, hey, you're still here. All right, let's keep it rolling. A yes vote on Prop 67, which is all positive, by the way, from the yes part all the way to the less plastic bags in the ocean part.
Yeah, and I can say, great, that's a Monterey Bay Aquarium. They seem to have gone, you know, out of their way to make the video, and they don't seem like a real political group. So with that, it carries a lot of weight, and then I can vote, you know, again, you know, accordingly. And when I go back, I can see that, you know, it's yes on 67, which allows me to then, you know, go into a polling place and simply take dictation and fill out my my ballot quickly. So that's about it. I would love to talk with you guys individually about it, and be happy to help you build your group page and show you a couple of tips how to leverage the site to win votes. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.